Joseph Skoda, GI Joe Skoda. And I'm so fortunate that I've been in the military 21 years, and very soon from now, I'll be retired for 15. Wow, I know I look like I'm 21 right now. It's crazy, it's horrible. I talk to a lot of veterans ever since they left the military, because a lot of people get out because they want to go to school. They think they're going to get a better job. They want to stay in their hometown and never leave. And that works for some people. But for the majority of military members, that transition does not go so smoothly. For some people, it goes really well. So I want to introduce you to fellow Air Force veteran, Master Chef himself, Celebrity Chef himself, the Chef Master, God, whatever you want to call him, Joe. How you doing, Joe Tarantino, man?
Thank you, sir.
I want to thank you. I come from the great state of Ohio. He comes from the East Coast, Boston, they call it. Boston, it's still a city, right?
Heck yeah, one of the best.
One of the best cities.
One of the best. One of the best.
One of the best. Now, the reason I want to talk to you, not because so much you're an Air Force veteran, not so much because you're a chef and you do a good job. We just had a wonderful meal on the show earlier today. Not because you're from the East Coast, but because we had a couple beers together a little while ago.
Yep, we did.
And part of that, having those beers, is something guys do, gals do, but it's a camaraderie. I never could pronounce that word. How you say it?
Camaraderie.
That sounds good, camaraderie. And you talk about it too, because we happen to be at Nellis Air Force Base now.
Yes.
And one of the first bases you've been to in your career, and you're like, wow, like a candy store. You ever been to a candy store?
I'm in heaven right now.
In heaven. So you get to see some of the military, and where did we just come from? What did we just look at a little while ago?
Thunderbirds.
The Thunderbirds. F-16 Thunderbirds. Nellis Air Force Base. That's the epitome. These are the pilots who are the epitome of other pilots. The cream of the crop. Those that stayed in, fine-tuned their craft, and were on all of them.
Yep.
Now you did something different. You got out of the military and started another craft. Tell us about how that transition went for you. The good stuff, of course. Well, no, whatever you want to talk about. Whatever you want to talk about. But that transition, how did that go and when did that happen?
I'll be honest, it was tough at first because I absolutely loved the military. I really didn't want to get out, but due to certain circumstances, I made a choice. And then after making that choice, I just put my best foot forward and found what I was efficient at and where my talent was, and by the grace of God, I was able to figure that out pretty quick, and then put that talent. Not that I wanted to be a chef; I had no idea, especially when I was 21 years old, standing where we're sitting now, that I ever think I'd be a chef. But I was able to capitalize on a talent, and it's worked fantastic. And I love people, and I absolutely love what I do. So one of the biggest things that I could say, if you do get out, because obviously you can't rewind the clock.
No,
so you need to figure out what your passion is, and while you're trying to find the passion, go after whatever. Do the best you can, just like you do in the armed services. Give it all you got, and when you find that passion, just take off with it and have a blast. I mean, it wasn't easy, but it was a journey, but it was a great journey. I've learned a lot, and thanks to the military, that's what kept me going. The can-do, will-do attitude. Adapt and overcome. I use that in a lot of my videos for cooking. I tell people, if I'm out of this, I had to roll out pasta. Normally use a rolling pin.
Right.
You got to adapt and overcome. Grab a wine bottle. Roll out the pasta. You know what I mean? So you learn how to troubleshoot, the camaraderie, leadership skills, communication skills. I mean, there's just so much that helped me by being in the armed forces that I think that's one of the other reasons why, besides defending my country, I just love it so much. It's helped me incredibly in my future career, because everything I did the best I could, and now I found what I have, and I use that structure. How I run my operation today, the same way we did in the military, and as you do today in the military.
Oh, absolutely, they still do. I'm proud that my son's in the military now, and followed his dad's footsteps. But realistically, it's his military now. That's not the same one I was in or you were in. Now, obviously, you have a lot of success over the most recent years. Any failures that maybe helped you, or you wish you would have done differently?
When you fail forward. It's only a failure if you don't learn from it. You take that failure, that word, and you turn it into a positive. What did I do? how did I get to that point, to that low? What do I got to do different? And don't give up, because if you give up on your journey, you're done failed. Bottom line, done. So you got to figure out what you did, reinvent the wheel in your head, still go after your passion, and find out figure out how to do it better and quickly. And then adapt, overcome, and get to the next level. I failed several times. Was not easy. And I mean, like I told you guys earlier, there was a point that I was sleeping in my truck, driving Uber and Lyft, using my toolbox as my dress up, and keeping my chef gear and handing out business cards to build my business. There's no reason for anybody to be walking the street. I mean, there may be some, but in my opinion, if you're a go-getter and you got the can-do, will-do attitude, don't let anybody else talk you down. You keep going, you keep pushing. Just like the basic training, they don't let you stop. You gotta take that with you into the real world, because, like Rocky says, it's not how hard you can get hit. It's not how hard you get hit. It's how hard you can get hit. Keep moving forward. Yes, because there's a lot of hits out there.
And we all get hit. And even when we think we're all in, we're still getting hit. We're still getting beat up. People are still challenging us.
Constantly.
Maybe demeaning us. Maybe on social media.
Absolutely.
You ain't really that good. And I see it all the time with what I'm doing. How do you do some of that negativity? I know put negativity to a positive attitude.
Well,
but there has to come a time where, like, enough already. Enough's enough.
No, there's always going to be negative around you. It's how you handle yourself. You can change how you act. So if you respond negatively, then obviously you're going to have a whole negative experience. It's going to stay negative. You take those negatives and turn them into a positive. I'll give you a great example. I had a gentleman that was bothering me on social media just recently because I was supposed to do something with Chef Ramsay, and I posted about it. They were trying to get Chef Ramsay on a show with me. And this guy, he was going nuts on me. I mean, just totally bashing me. He doesn't know me from Adam. Never walked my footsteps, gossiping. In my first instinct, being Italian. And, you know, I wanted to go down there and get him. But I did not. I did the right thing and turned the other cheek. And figured out a different way, a positive way to be able to speak my feelings, but in what's the word I'm looking for? In a way that wasn't offensive, but in a way to get my point across. And I actually did a video about this gentleman, a cooking video. It's on my YouTube channel. And I used his name, and I built a dish using ingredients that I thought that this gentleman needed help with, like artichokes for hearts. I thought he needed heart. Well, he ended up watching that video, and then said that he wanted to be my friend and be in my next video. So I turned a complete negative experience. Now, I could have handled it the wrong way. Went down there and done something I probably shouldn't have, but I didn't. I still wanted to let him know that I saw what he said and wanted to correct it and found a possible way to fix that. So I was able to speak without offending anybody or, most importantly, making my character look bad.
And that's hard to do.
Yeah, his perception is huge. Perception is reality.
Perception is real, sadly.
Unfortunately.
Because we don't know one another until you get in your face. Defend yourself and say, hold on a second, what are you doing here?
So you can still take those negatives and turn them into positives. Just how you do it. You want to do it in a positive way so you can show people that you are of good character, and you do care about people and you care about what you're doing. If you go back and attack a negative situation with a negative,
what do you win?
Nothing. Absolutely. So, and you just ignore those people anyway. So, even better, I shouldn't have said anything, but I had fun doing that. I'm not going to lie.
Well, now you can have fun doing it,
but
it could have turned out differently. We always say don't go up to someone or chase them in the car. Or
never.
Have a gun or like, and that's hard because I grew up in a town and city where every now and then you kind of sort of have to.
Yes.
Kind of sort of have to. Now, if you were not a chef, what other thing do you think you would have gotten into? What do you think you'd be doing today as a career?
It would definitely involve people, because I always felt there was something special. Like I told you, I didn't realize that my talent was creating food, but it was the passion for people and food. I can't even, it's just crazy. But it would be something to do with people, because I enjoy helping people. I enjoy seeing people happy and smiling and taking them out of there, because I know what it's like to be when you're really down and really low. and to make someone smile when they're feeling, because nobody's going to tell you what they're feeling. Like, I don't know how many times I've been on social media doing a show, and either my heart's been broken because of a relationship, or something negative, or money, just the finances were stressing me out, but you still have to wear that smile on your face, keep your military bearing, and press on. But no, it's it would have to be about helping people, because it's a great feeling when someone comes along and says, "Hey guy, how you doing? Can I help you with anything?" And there's nothing, they're not expecting anything in return. You're paying it forward, basically.
Right. It's okay to give without expecting something.
That's correct. But it does come back to you. It may not be from that person, but it will come back.
It does come back. I know we were talking about earlier how you often go to people's houses and people hire you to cook for 2, 4, 6, 10, whatever it is. A lot of people, you give them the whole experience, 5, 6, 7, 8 course meal, whatever it is, but you actively get your clients or the families involved in the whole experience.
I can't stress this enough. I have 4 passions. I talked about in a video I just posted not too long ago. I love family. Family is everything, and food goes with everything that's positive. Think about it. Anything you do, even funerals. It's a sad. No, I know it sounds bad, but hear me out.
I hear you.
Funerals are sad because we as a person are missing that individual, but in reality, it's a celebration because they're going to heaven.
It is a celebration.
So you're
celebration
still all
of
getting
life.
together and eat.
Right.
Absolutely. So there isn't anything negative associated with food that I can think of.
I don't know if you guys can hear this or not. We're definitely on a military base. You can hear the jets flying over. You can hear the jets flying over. Behind us, we have some airplanes. We have the F-117 stealth fighter. We have an A-10 Warthog back there. On the right side of me, we have F-4s and F-5s. And those are planes that I personally used to work on when I was stationed in the Philippines. And I miss it. I haven't touched a plane in, well, besides flying on them, 25 or 30 years.
Wow.
I miss it.
I miss building munitions.
Munitions. How long were you doing munitions?
I was a munitions specialist for the whole 5 years. I maintained, transported, built nuclear and conventional munitions. So I was around B-52s my whole career.
Oh, those are good.
Until I came here for Red Flag in '94. Best time of my life. One of the best times.
If you're in the military, or even if you're not in the military, if an opportunity arises, raise your hand, say yes. You don't know what can come out of it. Somebody invited me to a Toastmasters club a few years ago. Like, what do you need this for? Speaking? I don't want to speak in public. Today I'm a paid public speaker.
That's awesome.
Never wanted to do it 5 or 6 years ago. And now I'm in leadership. How did this happen? Like you keep saying, I'm a chef. I don't know what happened. How did it happen? Because you said yes to something. Because someone said try this. Because, I don't know your experience, but one day I was
That's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Someone said try this.
Try
I worked
this,
at this
like-
little Greek restaurant. I'm like, what? I just got done building.
I used to work at a Greek restaurant.
I'll get that guy.
No,
Norwich, Connecticut.
Before I joined here, Youngstown, Ohio.
Occam
Youngstown,
Pizza.
Ohio.
My friend Ricky Salvetti said, because I tried to be in different jobs when I got out and I wasn't happy with any of them. Why don't you come wash dishes for me at this Greek restaurant that I work at in Norwich? You want me to wash? I just got out of the United States Air Force. I'm not gonna go wash dishes. I had time. I had PRP. I was on secret clearance and everything. I'm not doing that. They should stop being like that and just do it. You're not doing anything else right now. And then bam. Since that day, 20 years ago, that's all I've been doing in the restaurant. And now I can operate them. I'm a consultant. I do cooking classes, personal, private cooking. I mean, entertainment, live cooking feeds monetized on Facebook now. It's fantastic.
Hey, you brought up a good point because you almost didn't take that job.
No.
Beneath you used
Exactly.
to making more money. You have some experience now. Too many of us in the military and even outside are afraid to take a step backwards to move forward. We think we want to do this and we're not going to settle for less money. We're not going to try anything different. And we often lose our calling, our opportunity.
That's correct.
Something that we can pay forward and enjoy our lives.
And ladies and gentlemen, no matter what job you do take, even though it's not the one that that is meant for you, and you know it's not meant for you, you got to give it 100% because you never know who's watching from the outside that's going to give you an opportunity. So even if it's shoveling crap, shovel that crap the best you've ever done.
I did that too.
Take that T-shirt, wipe up the ground when you're done, because someone's going to notice that and they're going to say, "You're the guy I want," or girl.
I've hired and fired a lot of people over the years, and it wasn't always the most talented. It was the most dedicated. That was more important to me. The most loyal, the one eager to learn.
Well, you can't teach that. That has to be in you. You can teach anybody how to flip a burger. I can teach anybody how to saute.
Yeah.
You know, you can tell anybody how to speak, but they got to have passion. They got to have loyalty, respect. You know, and that's hard to find. You can't teach that.
It's hard to find. Well, how can people find you? Obviously, you're an Air Force veteran. Where do you live right now?
I live in Georgia.
Georgia.
Yep.
That's the beach. Is that the beach?
That is the beach.
Beach,
That is
right,
the
right.
beach, yes. By Savannah, an hour from Savannah, Statesboro, Georgia, where Georgia Southern University is.
Okay.
So close to there, which I do a lot of stuff with those guys. So it's fantastic. Nice little place. But you can find me on Facebook at Tarantino's. And all kinds of information. That's where I do my live cooking and stuff like that. And then Celebrity Chef Joe Tarantino on Instagram and Chef Joe Tarantino on YouTube.
Great. If you have any advice for people getting ready to leave the military, what advice, or joining the military, what kind of advice would you give them? I don't care if it's Air Force, Marines, Navy,
Well, any branch,
Space Force, Coast Guard.
You need to know what you're going to be doing when you leave. Talk to people that are civilians already that were former military to get an idea, making sure you're making the right decision. Because sometimes when we're on the one side, we're like, yeah, I can't wait, I'm free and everything.
Yes.
And you get out there and you're going to be slapping the heck out of yourself. So make sure what you're doing is the best for you and your family. If you're single, not so bad because you can recover.
If you want to wash dishes.
No, I was married.
You have a oh no!
That's probably why I ended up divorced. No, but the best advice is to make sure you have something great set up for yourself when you get out, and that is going to be the best decision for yourself and your family. And really do some research and have something set up for yourself, especially if you only have just done 2 to 4 years. My personal suggestion: just finish the whole thing unless you have some job that's out there that's going to make $200,000, because benefits are hard to come by. The military, the camaraderie, the benefits, I mean, it's just, you can't beat it. And I wish I would have finished my term. Things were different, obviously, and they worked out. But I was kicking myself in the butt for a very long time.
Right. While we're still in the military, we can still go to school. We can still have a hobby to potentially turn into a business, learn different skill sets. So when we leave that, we're really ready. Whether it's 4 years, 8 years, 80 years, 40, whatever, a long time.
Well, know what your passion is before you get out.
Yeah. So
you're walking right into success. Don't get out not having a clue what you're going to be doing, because it is going to be a tough journey.
It will be a tough journey.
Very tough, because that's the journey I went through. Know what you're doing before you get out. Figure out what that talent or passion is. Right. Get yourself set up, and then move forward. So many times I quit jobs before I hit another one.
Yep.
How dumb was that?
I see that.
Yep. I used to quit. I used to get mad. I don't want to do this. Then quit, and I'm like, oh crap! I don't have a paycheck coming in next week. What am I going to do?
What are you going to do?
Know what you're going to do before you make that jump. Have a plan.
My last job I had.
The 5 Ps: proper planning prevents poor performance. There is a 6th one. We're not to say that.
The last job I had, I was literally making $40 an hour. Darn good money for California after getting out. Well, it's 30 plus overtime, all that stuff. I hated it. It had to do with, we were building turbo expanders, one of 3 factories in the world that did this. And they had a position for me, supervisory, but it wasn't developed yet. So they said, you can learn the ropes at the beginning, when it opens, you're there. So, I'm going back to turning wrenches. I'm going back to going back to using the forklift and doing things I haven't done in years, nor did I want to. But I like the money. So it was funny. One day I told my boss I have to leave early for a doctor's appointment. I didn't have to go to a doctor's appointment. I had another job interview lined up.
Oh, Lord.
When I asked for, hey, I have to leave early to go see the doctor, of course, I was let go. They see my performance getting mediocre over the last several weeks. I didn't feel it. The money was great. I didn't feel it, and they knew it. And that's probably one of the biggest advices. People are watching you. People are watching us, and obviously we're watching others also. And I know my head's cut off here, but still. But people, now you can see more of me. Maybe it's better the other way. people watch us in our decisions. It's okay to make a mistake. Have to admit it and work through it with different people. And something else I have to mention to my audience out here. If you're in the military, one day you may want to or need to file for disability. If it's not in your medical records, it's very difficult to tie it back to your veteran time.
Yes.
If you bumped your head, you sprained your knee, having mental issues, even from a divorce or whatever it is, make sure it's documented. When we deploy and we're lifting things and working in the field, and our back hurts from a rucksack, or we're in the even the ammunition. I'm a marksmanship, the M16 and M9. I was firing a lot of weapons for one of my times in Okinawa every 6 weeks or so. That affects you. But a lot of us, when we get out of the military, the first thing on our mind is get a job, have to support our families, and we forget about that.
Or we're young and we're invincible.
Or we're young and we're invincible.
I don't need to go to the doctor. I'm fine. I can limp it off. Well, guess what? When it comes back and that pain starts hitting you 20 years later, forget about it. Then you got to fight tooth and nail to get that help.
That's it. So that's my advice.
That's very good advice.
He says, be prepared when you get out, know what you want to do. And I'm telling you, get stuff in your medical records.
Yeah.
You never know. You never know.
5
Ps, everyone. So, hey, I want to thank you so much, Joe Tarantino. Way out there in the Peach State. If you're ever in the Peach State, or any state, actually, it'll come to you.
Absolutely.
So life's good. But thank you, because you're making it. We wish you 100% support.
Thank you so much. If there's anything I can do to help, and any of these guys need some help, I'll be glad they can call me.
Thank you.
Just give them my number.
I don't know if you noticed his hat or not. He bought that about an hour ago at the exchange.
And I got my little munitions pin because I'm an ex-ammo troop. Well, I'm always an ammo troop, but all right.
It's in our blood.
Pin.
It's in our blood.
Absolutely love it.
Thank you so much. You've been with GI Joe Skoda and Chef Joe Tarantino. Have a great day.
God bless.
Bye. If you liked our show, please subscribe to our YouTube channel or find us on any social media platform, Instagram, of course, Facebook. Like, subscribe, share. We appreciate it. Let us know your thoughts and join our team. Anyways, we appreciate you staying tuned week after week, day after day, because we continuously build up our network to bring to you what you're asking for. Have a great day.